Hi, welcome to my tutorial session. On this video, I'll be teaching you how to use data validation in Microsoft Excel. Now we are going to be using the table on the screen as an example for data validation. When you go to your right, these are the key points we are going to be working with. Now the first thing we have here is what? We have the gender. So you go to your data tab, go to your data, click on data validation. Now we are looking at for the gender. So what we are going to do is this. The first thing we are going to do is click on this cell, then come to the data validation. Click on this drop down, click on list. Then we have male. Put your comma, female. Then click OK. Now you drag it down so that you can also have it for others. So what do we have here? This one is male. This one is female. Male, female. So as you can see, this is how to use the list for data validation. Now that's for that. So that means we are done with this one. Highlighted. Now the next one is date. Date. So how are we going to do that? Also go to your data validation tab, then click on data validation. Click the drop down menu. Then you go to date. As we can see here, we have start date and end date. No, date of birth, we don't have start date and end date. So I'm going to change the data, we are going to change it to less than or greater than. So I want to change it to 30th, 31st, that's 12, 31st, 20, 2000. Now, this is good. Now you drag it down. Now let's give it a try. Now it's showing you what? Error. Now why is it showing you error? Because it is lesser than what? 2000. So according to the instruction, any age that is above, any year that is above 2000, that's the only one is going to accept. Now let's give it a try. Now I want to change this one now to 2001. You can see it works. So this to tell you that this is how to use date for data validation. Good. So the next one we are going to do is height. Now, which is decimal. Now, the decimal, they said the height should be in meters. So how are we going to do that? It's left for you to decide. Now, you go to your data tab, click your data validation. Now, I'm going to change this one to, I'm going to change it to decimal. And the decimal should be between 0 to 7, okay, 8.0 or 8.5. Okay. Now, if for instance I decide to put 9, it's going to give me error. Why? Because it is not possible for us to have 9 meters. So if for instance I decide to put 5.6.5, now you can see it works. So you can decide to drag it down, maybe have others as well. Okay, this for that. Now, if you decide to put whole number as well, it will also work. And so that for decimal. Now the next one is the tax. Tax number, for instance, we have 10 digits. Let's assume we have 10 digits. Now, that's for what? Length. Now, let's go back to your data tab. Then click your data validation. Change it to length, test length. Okay, let's assume I'm not going to put between. It should be equal to 10 digits. 10 digits. Now, let's assume I put 1 here. Show me error. Now what if I decide to put 9.5? Still error. Now let's, I want to put 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Let's see, it is correct. So that's how to use length for data validation. Now this one is gone. Now the next one is salary. Now this salary, I want to make it whole number. Now go to that place, go to data validation, then click your, then bring it down, click your whole number. Now, okay, between 1 to let me see, 50,000. That's 500,000. Okay, 500,000. Now, if for instance I decide to type 1.5 to show me error, because we need whole number. If I decide to type 2, it works. Now that means it cannot accept decimal numbers. For that. Now we are done with this. Now time. Talking about time. Now for time, let's assume you resume so dates, or you are supposed to resume so date between so dates. Now let's put it. You are supposed to resume between time interval. Now you go to that place. Now time. We have different one here. We have the not between, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than. So I'm going to use between. Now this between, the person should resume the time he started is equal to the time is supposed to start, supposed to be, between the time you're supposed to, between is supposed to start 6 o'clock in the morning. When by 7:30 you are late. Now let's see. Okay, now I want to type 6:45:00. Correct. Now what if for instance decide to change it to 7:45? It's showing me what? Error. Now this is the way to use your data validation in Microsoft Excel. So if there's any question, please use my comment section.